It's not every day we get an NFL head coach coming on the show, and it's not every day we get him as the first national media opportunity he is doing. Guys, the new man out in charge of the Arizona Cardinals out in the desert. Let's welcome in Kliff Kingsbury from Arizona. Kliff, welcome to the show. 4 weeks ago, you were let go by Texas Tech, and today you are a second-day NFL head coach. You had the USC stuff, you had the Lubbock stuff. Take us through your last month, what you've learned, and what you're feeling right now as you have your entire career ahead of you.
Yeah, it's been a crazy process. Really enjoyed my time out in Lubbock. Loved those players, loved that university. And then, had a month at USC, which I was excited about that opportunity and all the great things Coach Helton and Mr. Swan have going there. But when Arizona called, it was just too good of an opportunity to pass up, and just thrilled to be here, to be part of this first-class organization with the Bidwell family and this community, and can't wait to really get it rolling.
First, let me say congrats, man. You know, we came out the same year in 2003, so I can appreciate the journey that you have been on to get where you are. I am in Arizona a few times a year, so next time I'm out there, drinks on me. Wait, what am I talking about? You got the money. Drinks on you. But let's talk about comparisons, though, because Sean McVay's name comes up, but you are your own man. So kind of tell us what fans can expect and why Kliff Kingsbury is different and what separates you from the comparisons you're going to get to the Sean McVay types.
Yeah, I think, what Sean's done is incredible, and everybody's looking for that kind of setup, I think, in a way. Been so successful as a play caller, brought energy to that franchise, and so you got to take your hat off to what he's done. As far as, what we do here, I'm excited to bring some of the concepts that we have done in college and some of the thoughts and ideas, and then blend them with a great offensive staff that we're going to bring in here and see what we can put together offensively and build around this young quarterback.
Kliff, congratulations and welcome back to the world of the NFL. You're talking McVay, so he has Jared Goff. Freddie Kitchens has Baker Mayfield, Shanahan has Jimmy G, Nagy has Trubisky. Of all of these young coaches, I feel like you have the biggest unknown at quarterback. What do you see in Josh Rosen that makes the situation so appealing?
Yeah, I think an extremely talented thrower of the football. When you watch him cut it loose, he can throw it with anybody. Very cerebral young man. And competitive, ultra competitive. I think this year, it was rough at times towards the end. Took a bunch of hits and big shots and kept getting up, which is something that's exciting to see as a coach, that he'll continue to fight, continue to play hard for his teammates.
He will, and we will be watching. Kliff, let's get to something a little bit different. You are a breath of fresh air to this league, but that NFC West is loaded with top-notch coaches. Now, every year at the owners' meeting, there is a photograph of all of the coaches together. Andy Reid always shows up in the Hawaiian shirt. Shanahan's got the sockless loafers. McVay's doing Dolce & Gabbana, putting on a show. I want to ask you, Coach, have you considered the coach's photo, and what can we expect from Kliff with a K?
It'll probably be a V-neck of some sort, pretty laid back, not too deep, pretty chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I gotta work my way up. I gotta have a good year before you wear the Dolce.
Okay, you get a good year, the next 11-5 hit the playoffs, then you show up the next year and you got the plunging V-neck and the Dolce and the shades and the daiquiri. I see you working, Kliff.
Exactly.
I see it. Don't ask me, I'll put you in a fig leaf, but I think you're good to go. I like the V-neck. I'll take it.
Yeah.
My man.
So he's saying start with the lowercase V, you get into the playoffs.
That's right.
Then you go with the deep V.
That's it.
Show a little heavage cleavage.
Deeper and deeper.
Let's get right to it. So let's talk about the Cardinals, though. 3-13 last season. And as for now, the coaching staff appears to be you and I don't know. So I want to ask you, and for the fans out there, the viewers that are watching, how do you build a coaching staff from scratch? Like, what is your priority as you go into this?
Yeah, that's been, obviously priority number one. Having Steve Keim here, who's one of the better, GMs from what I've heard and seen in this league, he's really helped me. Being able to lean on him for his network of coaches. And we want to bring the best coaches in that we can find. It's not about who I know or who I like. It's about getting the best guys in for this organization. And I'm excited about the names we've talked to and some of the guys that we're in the midst of interviewing right now.
I have to imagine that's a fast and furious process. Adam Gase was just hired last night. All these new coaches, Freddie Kitchens, they don't have staffs. Is it almost like you're recruiting again and you've got to put on that recruiting hat like you did in your college days?
There's no question. You're trying to sell positives, and a lot of these guys we're after, everybody's after, and they're really, really good coaches and will have a ton of opportunities. So how do you differentiate yourself, and how do you make your job most appealing?
Love that. Kliff, we're now 2 days away from Patrick Mahomes' NFL playoff debut. One of the great things about your resume is that you were Patrick's college coach at Texas Tech and his biggest advocate before the draft, telling anyone who would listen, this is the guy. So take us in the time machine and tell us, when did you know that Patrick Mahomes was a special quarterback? And do you think he will step up or wilt under the pressure of the bright lights Saturday in Arrowhead?
Yeah, I think, I remember watching his tape, and you could see some incredible plays, but I got to see him play live, and I think he had 7 touchdowns. The one game I got to see him, and I walked away saying, we got to have this kid. And then he just got better and better and has continued to improve. But he's a guy who loves the big stage. He loves having the ball in his hands. He wants the bright lights on him, and so I expect him to play his best football throughout the postseason.
From Mahomes to Rosen, and off we go. Kliff Kingsbury, thank you so much for waking up early. It's your second day on the job, and you were on Good Morning Football. We appreciate you. Good luck with everything in the desert in the Arizona Cardinals, and go get yourself a staff, my man.
Yeah, get some rest.
I appreciate it, fellas. Thank y'all.